nonetheless. Super Bowl weekend with Kingsley and Mukamura. Who did you meet?
Doozy.
Run through the list.
Man, oh man.
Run through the list and we'll dissect it. Who did you meet at the Super Bowl?
Literally everybody. I've seen Funny Marco. I've seen Kim Kardashian, Khloe, Odell Beckham, Justin Bieber. I saw Tony Romo, which, a funny story, I didn't even know. I knew the name, but I never knew what he looked like. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know what sport he played.
I knew a girl that looked like him. Anyways.
He's a beast. He's huge.
Yeah,
His
but
hands
just the face. That's it.
Oh. Tisha Campbell from Martin.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of football players who I don't know. Who? There was more. Hannibal Buress.
Oh, awesome.
The guy from podcast $1 Million Worth of Game. The bald one. Gilly the Kid.
Oh, he's dope.
Oh, yeah.
French Montana. Travis Scott. Sweetie. E40.
Sweetie looked hot.
Yeah. Who else?
And we'll put these pictures up.
There was a bunch.
As they go. I do want to talk about one interaction.
Yeah.
You met Justin Bieber. What was that like? Gatsby, run the clip.
Sure, man. Hey, man, I've been a fan since one time. Since I heard you on the radio, lit. You was lit. You was lit, man. I appreciate everything you done, man. Keep going, man. I appreciate you.
Fucking dream come true, man.
You fanned out.
I did. I mean, like, it was so fast. Like, there was no time to be like, to chop it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So I was just like, this is one shot. I was like, dude, but I just had it. I was like, dude, I was a fan since one time when that song first came out on the radio.
And you did say that in the video.
Yeah. I was like, because first off, I thought he was black when I first heard the song, but I was like, oh, it's this white kid. But I was a believer since.
Yeah, no, he's dope. Very talented guy.
Very talented.
And you have a picture with him, too.
Got a picture with him.
We'll put that up right now.
But yeah, that whole thing. So I want to talk, like, getting into that party, which is the Fanatics party, right? Me and my cousin, we're not even invited to these parties, right?
But your cousin is also first round, second round draft pick of the New York Giants.
First round, but it's
Prince
not like
Mukamura?
It's not like he could just go up to the security guard and be like, "Hey, I'm Prince Mukamura."
Also, big fan of your cousin. If you could tell him that for me, I do like him a lot.
Will do.
Ohio State, yes?
No,
Nebraska.
Huskers.
Nebraska, that's
Yeah.
right. Nebraska.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not even invited to these parties. So we go there hoping we could meet somebody that we know that we could just tag along with.
Also,
Toko
you look
in.
famous too. You have a famous
And
look to you.
It helps. It helped out so well too. I don't see it, but other people think that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just like, whatever.
I get him because I look like the help. Yeah.
So like we're sitting out there and it's like security super tight, and we're like, damn, how are we gonna get in? We were like keeping an eye out. We know my cousin knows Kim Kardashian's bodyguard, and we were talking with him.
That is
for
the
a minute.
blackest thing I ever heard in my life.
So we jokingly were like, hey, when Kim comes, we're just gonna, we're gonna be the last ones in the group to come behind you. And he's laughing like he didn't say yeah and he didn't say no. So my job was to keep an eye on him. My cousin was gonna look for somebody else. So I'm looking at him. He turns the corner. I was like, hey, he turned the corner. I turned the corner. He's gone. I was like, fuck. We go back. We're waiting. This random dude comes up to us. He was like, hey, you guys trying to get into the party? And we're like, yeah. He's like, I can get you both in for $500 each. And I was like, how are you going to get us in? He zips down this little thing. He pulls out a little lanyard with a pass that just has some random black dude on. And he gives it to
And as we know,
right. All black people
look alike. I mean, you said it, brother. You said it, brother.
But I'm looking. I'm like,
that's a clip.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work. I'm not paying $500 for this.
That's crazy.
He
Yeah.
was like, it will work. Trust me. He's like, he gave it to Prince. He was like, Prince, you gonna hold? He didn't know his name, but he gave it to Prince. He was like, you're gonna get him in. Like, I'm the talent or whatever, and I'm gonna walk you guys in. I was like, we're not doing that. I was like, that shit ain't working. He left. Right.
It sounded like a scam. Yeah.
It did sound like a scam. So I was like,
Was
fuck.
he black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Nigerian?
And so we'll call this guy, we'll just call this guy Jeff. Right? Just
Black guy named Jeff?
Black guy named Jeff.
Okay.
Keep
I was going
him-
more
keep him
towards
in mind.
Tyrone or...
You can call him Tyrone, whatever, right?
No, I like Jeff.
Let's
we'll
keep
go
it
with Jeff.
right? So 30 minutes go by. We don't see anybody. The dude comes back. And he was like, man, you guys have been trying to get in. Let me get you guys in, this and that. I was like, you know what? Let me entertain the idea. I was like, Prince, you keep looking. I'm just going to go see if I can get in. Because if I get in, then Prince can get in easy through whoever, right? We are walking up to the side of the, there's like the line to get, like there's people crowding in and there's like a line where the main entrance where people, all the celebrities are going in. Mm-hmm. So we're walking around kind of inside the hotel. And at the same time, then Prince started following me, right? So at the same time we're walking, Sierra and Russell Wilson pull up. And I guess they play together or whatever. So Prince was like, oh, what up, Russ, whatever, yada, yada, yada. They say what up. They shake hands. I'm like, Prince, this is our chance. Let's follow these guys. So we follow behind Russell Wilson and Sierra to get in. They open the side of the little booth. We all sneak in through the back. So we're in, right?
Like Mexicans.
Right. But we're not inside yet, right? So now we're in. There's an elevator. It can only hold so many people. It's just, and then Russell and all of them get in, and then we're kind of like the last few people out. Russell saved. I love this guy, dude. He was so fucking humble.
I'm a fan,
Right.
bigger fan now.
Seriously, me too. He was like, no. He's like, oh, no. Get these two in. Me and Prince. He was like, I want them in. And we're all like, Prince, go. I was like, get in. So we get in the hotel, or not the hotel. We get in the elevator. It's quiet. I'm just like, I'm in an elevator with Sierra, Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
some random security guards or whatever. I was like, just be quiet. Don't say shit to fuck it up. Just stay quiet. Don't even look them in the eyes.
Don't say you do
Don't
comedy.
say I do comedy. Don't say, don't say shit.
Boy, do we like telling people.
Man, I was like, let's just get in this fucking party, right? So we get out the elevator, and we're walking, and that's where if you like watch my highlights, you could see where I'm kind of like filming, and I was like, dude, we got in, but there was a second level of security.
Oh my God.
So I was like, fuck, I thought we were in, but we weren't in.
Is the Vatican?
Right?
Damn.
Seriously. Right? So we get to the second point, and they all get checked in, and then Russell was like, hey, these two aren't on the list, but they're with me. And the girl was like, oh, well, they're not coming in. They're not on the list. We can't let them in.
Love
and
it.
then Russell was like, no, I insist. Like, I'm not leaving. I was like, I want these two in.
Ooh,
and I'm
got
just standing there. I
Sierra
was
right
like,
there.
yeah, right? And they're all just standing there, and like, damn. I was like, I felt
That's
bad.
when you
'cause,
gotta
like,
act. No, you gotta act like, come on, man.
Yeah. I know.
this
I was
thing
just
going.
keeping quiet, but I was just like, oh, hey, sorry for the hassle. You know, like we were causing this burden, right? So we're not moving, and the girl's just like, oh, she goes back. She's on the walkie-talkie. 5 minutes go by. She comes back. She's like, okay, we can get him on the list. We give him our IDs. And then Russell and Sierra leave, and they're like, hey, they told his security, they're like, hey, wait and stay here and wait for these two to get in. So he waits for us, right? We finally go in, and like we see the long hallway, the red carpet, the flashes. I was like, dude, this is it. Like, we made it. Like, and I'm just snapping. I was
You
like,
should have had a GoPro
We-
or like glasses with a
I
video camera.
should have, man. I should have just, dude. I should have,
I
but
can't wait to be famous.
seriously, and it felt like we were like celebrities. Like it was the.
And then you just
craziest-
act the part.
Yeah, no, like you go in and like, you know, I like you could have went behind the cameras, but I was like, no, Prince, take the fucking. He didn't want to do it because like he likes to stay low key. So I was like, no, take the pictures, go through the red carpet, tell him who you are, blah blah blah. We took the pictures. We saw Funny Marco again. We were like, he remembered us from the night before, which was dope, right? And then one of the guys who worked downstairs for Jeff was on the phone. He was like, hey, do you have the money? And I was like, what money are you talking? He's like, here, just get on the phone. I'm on the phone. I was like, hello? He was like, hey, it's Jeff. He was like, hey, where's my money? I was like, you did not get us in. I was like, Russell Wilson literally dragged us in. I was like, I'm not paying you. You didn't bring us in. I was like, because there was another Asian dude that was trying to pay the $500 to get in too. And I was like, the other Asian dude didn't even make it on the elevator. I don't even know where he's at, like if he made it in or not. So I was like, but find him for the money.
He's at Harris.
Right. I don't know where the fuck he's at. right? And I just gave him the phone and just brushed him off. So we finally go in, and like we're in like the main general area of the party, and it's like celebrities like everywhere, and we see Kim's security guard. I was like, where the fuck were you at the whole time, man? So anyways, and then like you see Kim, Chloe, you see Odell, you see Justin Bieber, all of them are up there. But he could only get one person in. So I was like, Prince, you go up there.
Yeah, of course.
Enjoy your time. I'm going to find my own way up, right? So he's up there, and I'm seeing he's just enjoying this. I was like, damn, that's so fucking lucky. Just like Kim Kardashian, Lala, fucking Sierra,
Lala
Russell, all of
Anthony?
them. Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a scene
Kendall.
of her in Power.
Jeez.
I don't even watch Power, just that scene.
Right? So I'm in there chilling.
But if 50 Cent asks, I do watch Power. But go ahead.
Out of nowhere, Jeff pulls up.
Dang.
And I'm like, how the fuck did
quit.
this guy get in?
Yo.
How do you pass through all that fucking security?
Fuck is this guy?
And he comes up and he's mad. He's causing a scene. He's like, where the fuck is my money? Blah, blah, blah. Where the fuck? Stop playing with me. And I was like, dude, it takes a lot to get me mad, but I didn't get mad, but
Stern.
I was damn near close. I was like, oh, calm the fuck down. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, you didn't get me in. I was like, Russell pulled us in. Talk to your man. He saw the whole thing, right? And he talked to him. He was like, hey, he did. But he was like, nah. He was like, bullshit. I got you. I let you through that door, through the elevator. I didn't have to do that. I was like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Russell got me in. I was like, I ain't paying. He had this bottle. He was holding this bottle of Kevin Hart's thing, Gran Cormino. Like he's about to like swing it on me. I was just like,
You ain't doing that.
I was like, you ain't finna do that here.
Yeah.
But he was getting so fucking mad. I was just like, look, I ain't got no money. I was like, I got $100 in my pocket. I was like, you want that? I was like, you go get because I didn't think he'd be able to get up there to the little VIP area where Prince was and the Kardashians. I was like, go get it from him. I was like, he up there somewhere. He's like, nah, follow me. We going up there. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get up there.
Yeah, well, then-
Blessing in
Yeah,
disguise.
right.
Yeah.
So we walked to the other side. We tried to get in. There was like, no. We walked back to the other way, and they were like, no, right? So then this is how, I don't know how he did it. This is why he was carrying that bottle, right?
Yeah.
He goes to French Montana, and he looks up. He's like, hey, French, do you want a bottle? He's like, I could serve you a bottle. He's like, yeah. So he goes to the security guard. He's like, hey, I got a bottle here for French Montana. And he points at French Montana. French Montana gives him the thumbs up. Dude lets him in. And he doesn't let me in, though.
Yeah.
He's like, I only can get one in. So he goes in. And I'm watching. I was like, oh, shit. He's going to start a scene.
I would have dipped.
Right?
Yo.
Mike, Prince, Russell, Sierra, Kim, Odell.
Jeez.
Dude goes up. Where the fuck is my money? What the fuck with that? I'm like, oh my God. I just see the hand motions.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing, man? You ruining everything. Kim's security quickly grabs him and says, yo, you got to go, right? Escorts him out. And then it was like a sigh of relief. We were like, fuck, man, it's over, right? So then I pulled the same move, right, to get up there. Yeah. So I had the guy tap Russell, and I was like, yo. And then I was just like giving him a thumbs up, and he didn't know like what it meant, but he gave me the thumbs up. And I was like, hey, man, I was like, I'm with Russell, and he saw Russell give the thumbs up. So then he just let me in.
Bro.
And then that's where I met Justin Bieber. That's where I met Odell. All of them, and it was just like, we just had the best night ever.
Dude.
Besides that little hiccup.
And Gats, if you go to his Instagram,
Yeah.
he has a story dedicated.
Yeah, the highlight.
A
Yeah.
saved highlight
Yeah.
of just the whole thing.
The whole thing.
I mean, guys, if you're going to follow him for just that. That was like M. Night Shyamalan. It was fucking Scorsese.
But here's the plot twist if you
There
go
we go.
back, right? Because after the event ended, we go down the elevator. And we're going, instead of going down with Russell, we're going down with Kevin Hart. And that's where that whole roast thing happens, because he remembered us from last year, because we snuck in last year. Shouts out to Odell Beckham for sneaking us in last year. But he remembered us from last year. And we was just doing the whole shit-talking thing. Getting out of the elevator, leaving kind of the hotel, like I'm snapping. And you could see the snap. And if you pause it at the right point, Jeff changes outfits. He's in a white hoodie, mask on, hoodie on, and following us.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
I'm lit. I'm drunk. Prince, he doesn't drink. He had his awareness on 10.
Yeah.
The dude was following us.
Played secondary.
Right. He was like, hey, hold these bags. He's like, go out the other door. I'm going to go out this door. I'm like, for what? But I was like, whatever. I go and I see the dude, and then the dude stops. He's like in between us now, and he stops, turns around, and starts following me. And I was like, oh, is this guy fucking following me? So now I'm like sobered up, and I'm just like, okay. Now, then Prince was like, actually, no, Kingsley, come through this door. And then I stop, and I go through that door. And then he's following us. So then we just stop, and then we look over. And then he's like, yo, where's my fucking money, this and that. And I was just like,
this guy won't quit.
Fucking thing.
This guy won't quit.
He won't quit. Luckily, some dude came through, right? Started talking to him. He shook his hand. And as soon as he shook his hand, Prince, the athlete as he is, dips so fucking fast. But he ran so fast.
Well, yeah, he's an NFL athlete. Yeah.
That I started laughing.
It was
because he literally
fast.
exited my scene, like my frame.
He was running the 40.
Yeah.
It was comically fast.
Yes.
Like it was
comically fast. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm drunk, and I'm like, dude, I can't run. And then he catches me. And he's like, no, fuck that. We're going to get the money. I was like, man, come on, man. I was like, let's go out. Let's go meet him, and we'll get the money and this and that. But I'm thinking of like an exit strategy. So as we're walking, these kids, they're like either really early 20s or late teens trying to sell some candy, but they didn't have candy.
Oh.
They just want donations. The dude, Jeff, goes and talks to these kids.
Oh, you're about to pay them off. Too.
Exactly. So now they all stop what they're doing, and they're all following me, right? They follow me out to valet. They surround me. Dude, Jeff goes into the trash can, gets an empty beer bottle, puts it in his back pocket.
This is crazy.
Crazy, right? And now I'm on the phone with Prince. I was like, where the fuck you at? I'm about to die.
Yeah.
I'm 35, about to be my first fight ever. And I was like, you have to get here quick. He was like, Kingsley, you have to run. Come to the strip. I was like, dude, I'm drunk. I can't outrun these kids.
Yeah,
and this dude. I was like, dude, if you can't pull up, and he was like, Kingsley, he's like, I have to go. Like, they're telling him to leave, right? Because he's just parking in the street. And I was like, fuck. I was like, and I'm looking for security, only security, and I'm not going to put her into it. It was just like some little girl. I was just like,
yeah, what's she going to do?
Yeah,
Fuck
what is she going to do, right? So I'm just like, fuck. I was like, let me call you right back. I hang up. I call the police.
Now they're on your side.
Yeah. Right? I was like, fuck. So I was like, should I? I was like, fuck it, I'm not fighting. So I was like, I'm in Vegas. I was like, I'm not fighting. So
It's
I
the largest gang.
Right? I was like, yo, I'm about to get jumped. I'm at this place. Come quick. Gave him the description, gave him the whole spiel. The dude was just yelling in the background. And I'm just watching this guy because he has the bottle in his hand. Other kids are just like walking around. They just, dude, the looks that they're giving me, I'm just like, damn. I was like, if you jump me, you're jumping me for free. Like, I don't have any, unless you're splitting $100 5 ways, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck. So I'm just acting like I'm on the phone with my cousin. I was like, oh, he's pulling up right now. And I'm telling the girl, I was like, you need to fucking hurry up.
Yeah.
And the dispatch is like, I'm not in the car. And I was like, true, but tell them niggas to hurry up.
Yo, let me tell you something. Police dispatchers will talk to you. You're like, so you're about to die. What color of shirt are you wearing? So the guns to your temple? Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Are you okay? Is there an exit?
And she's
Okay.
like,
So
what,
you're dying.
What happened? Like, I was like, I don't know. It's about some money or something.
know. Send help.
Yeah. I was like, now's not the time for the story. Please send help, right? 5 minutes go by, like 8 police officers come through. I was like, fuck yes, thank you, God.
Any of them black?
Yeah, 2 of them.
All right, good.
Yeah, so I knew, right?
Yeah, you were good.
So they're there.
It was like
looking
a team from Duke.
Right, they're looking for us, and I'm like right in front of them, like blinking hard, trying not to be like, hey, I'm over here, get this guy.
Hit him with the Eddie Griffin. The Eddie Griffin
shit. SOS.
Yeah. Seriously, right? And I'm like, hands on my head and shit, just trying to, make them see me. And then the dude, Jeff, was like, yo, follow me. The police are here. Coming to me. I was like, huh? Acting like I didn't hear him. And then the police finally come. They grab the dude, took the bottle out, his thing. All the kids scatter. And then they asked me if I wanted to press charges. I was like, do anything just to get him away. And they're like, oh, if you want to press charges, you got to, come. I was like, no, just hold him there. I'm going to run, and I don't want to see him again. So I dipped off, met him at the strip next to the CVS.
I know that part.
Oh, yeah.
Shit was crazy. And then we were like, dude, we're probably never going to see him again.
Hopefully.
We thought, right? We go to the next party.
No way.
He wasn't at that party, right? The next
guy?
party was like a little networking party, and we were just like recapping what the fuck happened. And that's when we saw him in the video, because we were like, how did he find us? And we went through my stories, and then we were like, oh my God.
There goes Jeff.
He was there the whole time.
This guy was Michael Myers.
So we go to the Maxim party, which was after the second party. We go to the Maxim party, and we're walking up. And everybody looks like this guy now, because dude, it was kind of traumatizing.
Of course,
this guy, every black dude, I was like, dude, is that him? No, is that him? No. And we're in line, and we're kind of trying to scoot up, and then I look over, and I'm like, Prince, is that Jeff? And he looks over, we look over, we're like, oh my God,
dude.
How the fuck? Now he's going through the line, and we're squeezing through. Excuse me. We're VIP. We get to the front, and he couldn't get that far, and so all he was doing was telling people, "Hey, these guys robbed me. These guys robbed me." And we're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So we finally go in, and we're just like, "Dude, I can't even enjoy my night because this guy is just in my I'm looking everywhere now."
Yeah.
Right? Couldn't even enjoy my night. We eventually enjoyed our night because we stayed there till 3:30, almost 4 in the morning. And then we were leaving. I was like, hey, let's leave out the side entrance, not the main entrance where Jeff was. Prince was like, man, he's not going to be there. He had to have been 43, 44 maybe. Mm-hmm. We're like, he's too old. He's not going to be there at that time. We walk out, and I'm looking. Jeff is standing right there.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
this guy won't quit.
He is not letting up off this $1,000 that we owe him. And side note, okay. Should we have paid him? Yes and no. Because would we have met Russell Wilson and Sierra if I had not followed him?
There should have been some negotiation.
Yeah. If I had not followed him, we would have missed Sierra and Russell. But Russell did 90% of the work because he got us into the elevator. He got us through that checkpoint.
He scrambled.
Right. So ultimately, we didn't pay him, obviously, but I felt like we should have gave him something.
At that point, you now started feeling bad for your possible murderer.
Right.
Yeah. Right. What do they call it when you feel for your kidnappers?
What's that?
Stockholm syndrome?
You got Stockholm syndrome from this
honestly,
guy?
I was like, I kind of felt bad.
He was one of your people.
Here.
Yeah.
He was black, too.
Yeah,
Jeff was black.
All right. And he telling everybody I robbed him. I was like, man.
You robbed a small black business. This is what you did.
This guy had something going.
So, yeah, we see him.
Imagine started taking out pictures of his kids.
No, he did take out his phone. He started recording us. And he took a picture of me when he was about to jump me with the 5 other kids. But he took out his phone again, started recording us. And then Prince, he just had it, right? And he's just like, man, you picked the right one today. He started bucking up on him. Prince got his phone out, started recording his face. And then, we were like, oh, okay. Then we're just like, you know what? Let's just fucking fight so we can get over it.
Yeah.
I just want this fucking nightmare to be over. And this dude just stops and just says, he doesn't say anything. He just stops. He gets his little Starbucks drink because his order was ready. And then we were just
outside of a Starbucks, just waiting for.
And they're like, this guy's a bitch. I was like, let's go. So we just walked away. He didn't even follow us.
That is hilarious. There is a video of Godfrey the comedian where he goes, if you ever want to look like a safe black person, he has the Starbucks cup. Gaffy, you got to find it. Godfrey hard. Starbucks.
You can't
and he goes, look, now you look safe. We need to cut to that.
Go hi. I'm a safe black man now. I'm safe. Oh, he has a Starbucks cup. He's okay. He's not stealing from us. Don't worry, baby. I'm just going to the train. I wasn't following you. I was lost too.
But yeah, no,
What an experience! Look, I need to meet your cousin
It
too,
was-
because I am a fan.
Yeah.
I actually am a fan of your cousin, and now I know he's lightning fast too.
Extreme.
I mean, I did know.
Comedically
I mean, I did see him in the combine. Think he runs a sub 4.6, but that is one of the wildest, coolest stories ever because
Yeah.
the payoff was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Even if you guys gave up 1,000, it was worth it.
would've
But
been
for
worth
the
it.
fact that you didn't, it's like
Yeah.
y'all gained 1,000.
We came up 1,000.
Like y'all gained that experience. There is almost no money that could put,
Right.
like kids dying get that sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it goes to that level of these celebrities are the top of that time.
Of that time, yeah.
You know, it is like the equivalent of hanging out with Pac and Snoop, and then you had, you know, whatever else is going on, like boy band, whatever that time, and like you hung out with the people who are the people.
Right.
I mean, then I later on saw like Odell on TMZ that he's banging Chloe.
Kim. I was on that TMZ video. Did you see that?
Yes.
With
Yes,
that
you
one,
are.
Yeah, with that one, I was like, Prince, because we knew the security guard. I was like, let's get in with Chloe and Kim and all that. And then he was just scared. He was like, no. I was like, dude, let's go in. So we tried to, but then like Chloe kind of made like a little part because she wanted Odell to come in. So then she got Odell in, and then I was like, okay, now let's just skip it. But good thing we did, because like going down with Kevin Hart was dope.
That's an insane experience. And you know what's so funny? I reached out to you before that weekend to come on the pod.
Yeah.
And when you said you were gonna go to like Super Bowl stuff, I was like, you know what? That's even better. Like, you should have a story. I didn't know you were gonna meet. I mean, Justin Bieber. I mean, that is to some people their god.
Is that the guy?
Yes! Yes, right there, dude. And that was the scariest
Hey,
thing.
do we have the okay to post that?
Go for it.
All
But,
right, Gassy.
man,
put
You
it
can't
on the-
identify him.
All right, just put it on there.
Yeah,
That
you
was
can't see
Jeff.
you can't see his face, but like
That is-
when we were watching it, we were at the party just sitting down, just reflecting, and we're like, dude, how did he see us? And when I'm going through the stories, and you see it's so cringy, like it's like, ew, like
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
and
You
and
look
like
the
it makes
angel
you
of
think,
death.
it's like, man, I was like, dude, like if I was by myself, I wouldn't even. He would, if he had that beer or whatever, he would have got me.
Yeah,
because
of
like I
course.
was lit.
Weapon
like,
against no weapon. Plus,
Right.
you're under the influence.
Yeah, but it was just like it just made you think. I was like, dude, like you don't know who's following you, who's doing like. It was just so creepy.
That is
Just-
wild.
It is.
He's got a
crazy.
wild like murder fit on too.
Like, dude, like
Don't go back
put
to
on
Vegas.
Yeah.
Hands in his little.
Like he's gonna throw that in the trash as soon as he's done with you.
Oh man.
Seriously, man. But also on the flip side, if you want to go to those parties and someone's offering you to get in for $500,
they do
take
work.
it because
Yeah.
they can get you. He got up to Kim Kardashian's level. Like
That's wild.
that's crazy. So I would, if I wasn't like with Prince or whatever, and if I was offered that, and if I knew it was like,
It was legit. Yeah.
I would definitely do it because just being out there was just like it was an experience. It was crazy.
It was a close encounter
Yeah, almost died.
with black on black crime, and we don't encourage that here at the Eric Bernal Show.
Why the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal Show. It's Scottsdale. Very own. Get your phone and hear a call. We going up. Now let them know. SVO. Sleepy Hollow.